Welcome to the Builders Club. Thank you guys for joining us today, and I'm excited to be with you. And I think the messages have been perfectly fitted for people that are building a business, for the new people that are joining the company, and for the people that are veterans like I am and Ken. We've been around for a while, but it certainly is helpful to always be reminded of those key principles of building a business that makes it successful. Today, I'm going to talk about making history. As I listen to people in the company, and especially Glenn, and I've heard Art 2 or 3 times on some Zooms, and just people that are from the past and the present that are talking about our company, and we have made history. Art's vision for changing the industry has been highly successful. We're now well known across the international world that Primerica is the company of the future and of the present for financial services because we changed an industry. We forced a lot of changes, and what they're doing today, the industry, and we said this all the time, they won't lay down and play dead just because we said we were going to change the life insurance industry for the consumer's benefit. They're still doing some of the same things, they just call it something different. Our job has not changed, our opportunity has not changed, and the need for what we do is greater. So, history was made in 1977 when this was started, but history only is real after it's been around for a while. And today, almost 50 years later, we have definitely made history in business. Many individuals have made history for their families, for their legacies. And what I want to talk about is making history, because I believe that if we understand the possibilities of what can happen in the marketplace, in each one of your businesses going forward, you can make history for your family. You can change the outlook of finances for your business, for the legacy that you can build for your kids, just exactly like our company has done. And what I want us to do when we think about making history right now is think of it as an individual thing. Each man and woman that's listening to me talk, think about making history in business for you. So what does it take to make history? What does that mean? The first thing it takes is an absolutely gigantic vision. You can't have a little vision and make history. You've got to think big. You've got to think of tomorrow. You've got to think of possibilities for the next 5 years, 10 years. What will it be like for your family? Take your age right now and add another 20 years to it. What can happen in the next 15, 20 years for your family business? Think about a vision that's bigger than you ever thought. As a matter of fact, when you're comfortable with your vision, it's not big enough. You've got to go back and think it through again. Imagine in 1977 when Art Williams told those 85 people that we're going to build a company across North America in every city, village, and hamlet. We're going to open outlets everywhere. We're going to change the life insurance industry for the consumer, and we're going to do that in a short period of time. Let me tell you, that was casting a gigantic vision, a vision that was bigger than anyone could imagine. He could see it in all of those places. He could see in his mind that changing that industry, what it could mean. And if you read his books, you'll hear about that. So what I want us to do now is take a little bit of time every day and think about your family's business. What is it going to be inside of Primerica? How big will it be? How many cities, villages, hamlets will you open offices in? How many people will you have hitting the benchmarks of $300,000, $500,000, $1 million in income? What will life be like for your family going forward in this? So a gigantic vision is absolutely a necessity. The second thing it takes is strong fundamentals. Well, there's no doubt about it. We have the strong fundamentals available to you. They're taught everywhere. The company offers so many things that gives you the fundamentals of building in any part of the business you want to. And on our team, World Business Leaders, we have AvrettArmy.com, and you can go there and learn the skills of building the very fundamental things that makes it work. Spending time on that is necessary as a leader. And the third thing is great leadership. How do you do that? What do you do for a person that makes your leadership strong? Well, you sell them the vision. You lead them to the fundamentals. You guide them to set high goals. You help give them confidence along the way that they're good. Sometimes all people need is just a leader that tells them they're good enough, that you could be amazing in this business. We are human beings that are made up of some things that are so much characteristics that are so similar. And one of those is we love a compliment. People love to have somebody that they respect tell them that they're good. Those are the things leaders do. But the other thing leaders do that's extremely important is they set an example of success. They set high goals, they expect big things, and they build plans that will help them get there. And then they lead by example in accomplishing those goals and letting people see it. And then working with them. I think the leadership skill of using overlapping leadership is so important. We're in business for ourselves, but we're not by ourselves. We're together, and I'm going to go with you and help you build that business till you know how. But what I expect you to do is the same thing. You use overlapping leadership to help your team as we go forward. So those are some of the ideas on leadership, and I could go on and on with leadership. Leadership requires a great mindset. It requires a great discipline, a lot of courage. It requires a focus on time management. Leadership means that you're leading the way with all of the things that will allow people to see what they need to do to change their life. And that's just part of what leadership is all about. But I want you to read some books on leadership. Figure out where the things are that you could improve on and things that you're good at. I should have said that first. We always look at where we need to improve more than we look at where we're good. I want you to look at where you're good. And then I want you to know that you can build a leadership team that is incredible over the next few years. The possibilities are endless. And then the next thing, not just powerful leadership, but a life-changing personal why. This is not the vision. This is your reason for the vision. Why would you want to do these things? Why would you get up and work harder than you've ever worked before and do things that takes courage and learn the new language of a new industry? Why would you change your personal habits every day? What is the why? What causes you to move every day? Examine that. I think Glenn Williams has done a fabulous job of giving us that focus on the why. At every convention, he talks about it, the why board. You and your family need to sit down together and work on that, because if we don't know why we're doing it, we're not apt to do the things that are necessary to get the job done. So let's focus on that. These are 4 principles that can be worked on, and you're prepared to do that. Don't take them lightly. I believe this with everything in me. When you understand what to do to change the history of your family's finances, to build a legacy for your children's children, when you understand the power of the business that you're a part of and how personal it can be for you and the people you love the most, then I believe we need to take some time every day on these 4 things that I talked about. I don't think we need to let a day go by that we don't consider that. I know I do. And I've been doing that for 43 years. I didn't let a day go by that I didn't give attention to the vision that I had for my business, to the fundamentals that I could, and how could I teach them more clearly? How could I get more people excited about them? What could I do to lead people to do something special with their life that maybe they couldn't do without my leadership? And then I would always think about, why am I doing it? I was doing it to build something special for the Avrett family. At the time, it was 5 of my children. Today, there are 15 grandchildren, and I'm expecting the 8th great-grandchild at the end of May. it grows so fast and so quick, and my why for building it has expanded every year. I want you to know that time with yourself and these 4 principles will change your world.